Alright guys, so for a while now, I always told people to use DS4. I really do like a lot of things in DS4, and it is really amazing, but there are certain reasons why I stopped using DS4, or why DS4 can have some things that can hold you back. So I'm going to go over the reasons why I stopped using it. You can still use it if you want to. I don't think it's like, super harmful or, some people think it's cheating. I see how you can exploit it as cheats. I've never done it in any certain way, but it does, a third-party application of DS4, it could also be used as cheating. So I understand that completely too. But me, I'm just going to give you the reasons why I don't use DS4 anymore. And first, starting off with that, people have said in the past, okay, DS4, right, since it's a third-party application and people can see that you can find ways to put cheats in there, then they can kind of, start to ban it, or Activision can start doing something about it. And if I have DS4 and I'm using it and I'm not cheating, I'm going to get some type of ban or something if they decide to go that route. I have heard too that's highly unlikely that's going to happen. It's probably not going to happen that way. It's probably just going to keep DS4, and that's perfectly fine. But that is just another, thing that I cannot have to worry about getting banned for something that I don't, it's not, I don't need it. It helps a lot, but I really don't need it. So that's, yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh yeah, this is my Mac. Yeah, okay. So a few other things with DS4 that I would like to point out. One is that the dead zone and stuff is a lot different in this game compared to like actual Rebirth and stuff like that. If you're playing without DS4, I think it's just like better overall for your dead zone. Whereas here they have their own dead zones right here, and I didn't know that like the two dead zones kind of conflict with each other. So it's like the game is trying to push on two different dead zones and help it combine together instead of just saying, okay, this is your dead zone and stuff like that. So when I do play with DS4 and have it in game, it does make like my stick drift a little bit more. Obviously I can change this by upping the dead zone and stuff, but I do feel like it was a lot more inconsistent as far as like some of the things like that, instead of actually helping me. So that is one of the things right there. Like, look, I have a 0.02. I could obviously raise it, but I just feel like I'd rather use one dead zone instead of use two different ones. Another thing is I really enjoyed button mapping. So I have my Y button right here, and then you can have a macro right here. Even if I took the macro off, it was still super convenient to have this here. And I don't know if I posted this video yet. I made a video about Joewo going into a LAN tournament, and how if you use something like this, it could really hinder your performance in those LAN tournaments, because they're not going to have third-party applications like DS4. They're not going to have button mapping. They're going to be like, okay, here's the game, and here you use the in-game settings, and that's it. And if I use the in-game settings and not DS4, I would probably be a lot worse of a player than me right now, because if I'm using DS4 over and over and then you take that away from me, I'm not used to that. And on top of that, I'm going to be versing a lot of pro players, and it's just going to be not a fun time. I'm going to play very inconsistent, and it's not going to end well. So no, I want to like I want to have like the default settings in game, and also like for the console players too. It's like, okay, I could be able to use the same exact settings as somebody on console instead of giving me some type of unfair advantage, because it's so much more comfortable for me to do that. And on top of the macro thing too, I don't think YY macros are any type of beneficial. I've used it before. I see myself playing a lot better without one, so I do think it's a lot for show and stuff. But since you can use a YY macro, you can also try to like configure other macros into, I don't know, something else, recoil scripts, making the FAL shoot more. And that is what other people consider as cheating, because they find certain things you can do like that in the game. Me personally, I don't see any reason for any type of recoil script. FALs and stuff for shooting faster makes perfect sense for cheaters to do that, but recoil scripts like this game has no recoil. Every single gun I touch pretty much has no recoil, because I have 120 FOV and I have that 0 input delay. If you go over, I think it's other, right? Max 1 millisecond input delay. I don't need any type of recoil control scripts, so I'm perfectly clear for that. But again, like those are the main reasons why I'm not using this application anymore. If you want to use it too, that's perfectly fine, but like I just want to let you guys know that I'm stop using it, and these are the reasons why I'm going to stop using it and just continue to play, I guess, more organic too. Because if you put too many third-party applications, like I said, and then you play on a LAN tournament, it's not going to be the same, because you're going to have so many things that you're so used to having, and then you're not going to have that at your disposal anymore. So DS4 is one of the things. I also talked about my Riva tuner, where you limit your FPS. I took that off. I think putting that on could probably help with my streams too, but I took that off. So the only main thing that I really use is timer resolution right here. I think that's really the only third-party application I use. It pretty much just helps my latency and helps me not lag as much in game. and you can kind of see for that for yourself. It's not any type of cheat, but those are the things I have for right now, and that's just kind of like an updated thing of the third-party applications that I use for this game.
I'm gonna jump against the private. Dude, I don't know why we're sitting in this. We're sitting in the room that I was sitting in when I first got on. What the hell is it? Bro, I say DC a lot by myself when I'm okay, so I have to guard 2 gates? Okay. On my way. I can't. So you were wishing for. Damn, Jake. Oh, stay whenever if you do want to stream, my tool is up so I can play.
That's actually.
So I have a general question. How do you deal with like do you ever just not want to play with you don't play like you ever like because like I honestly I'm playing the most broken killer in the game. That I'm. Can't keep up. Just my player. And she had balance. My version like this. Now with that, she's crazy. Hey, you're playing in her lobbies. Oh, how much? How many you have? That's 30. The thing is, I know there's one more here. Oh. Where the hell did Leon go? And their healing speed is so slow. I'm gonna kick this guy. Hands. Hands right here. Hey, Hands dead on puck. Hands dead on puck. That's the... Someone's going mad to that map too. That's yeah, W King, I like the chance. Oh, this is really good. I hate skill W.
Yes.